Hiya, it's Michael again with another guitar lesson here. We're going to do the lead guitar parts for Highway to Hell by ACDC. Okay, lots of big bends to do, very Chuck Berry-ish at the start here. It's all working around an A minor pentatonic at first. So on my tab there, if you download it, we're actually starting the solo at the end of bar 44 on the and we're starting this bend which we sort of drag out a little bit. And it's a full step bend, fret 7 of the G string. I'm actually playing that with an upstroke because of that. Okay, then we're just going to repeat the lick here. So we're doing that full step bend, fret 7 of the G string. Then we're playing a double stop on the B and high E at fret 5. And I'm giving that a down up. So I'm always doing this. Up, down, up on that lick. So you do that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Then we do this really kind of cool dragged out bend. Double stops here. Fret 7 on the G and B string. And I've just put a half note bend on my tab there. These bends, they're not necessarily something to overly worry that it always sounds exact. You're just looking for a kind of dissonant sound here. So I'm pulling those strings to the floor. Like that. So I'm doing a quick little bend. I let it come back to pitch and then I drag it out even more. Okay, just for a bit of attitude and effect there. Then into a more conventional pentatonic lick. 5 on the G, 7 on the D, 7 to 5 on the G. And then that last one, fret 5 of the G string. It's kind of like a blues curl, where you're dragging it out and then muting it. Let me recap all of this A minor pentatonic section. Okay, now this is really cool. It really changes to A major pentatonic, this pattern. Which might look like an F sharp minor pentatonic to you, but we're just not starting on the F sharp, we're starting on the A. So this is the maybe tricky bend to get right exact with the recording, but you can do your best here. I've just put it as a half note bend here. So fret 4 of the D, I'm pulling it down to the floor, like that. You gotta get a good bit of force behind that because it's a tough part of the neck to bend. Then you go to 2 on the D string, 3 on the A, and pull off to the open A. Then just finish that off. We'll be starting in the next bar now. Fret 2 of the G string, give it some vibrato. Into some big old country sounding bends here. Okay, you're going to do full step bend on fret 4 of the G string. Then with the free pinky finger, you're going to play 5 on the high E and B, and you want those ringing into one another there. And there's no way I could do this with some of the other fingers. I just wouldn't have the purchase, so I have to get finger 1, 2 and 3 to effectively bend that 4th fret of the G string, and then the only finger left is obviously the little finger. Then you also pick that G string again as it's bent and then let it fall down to pitch. Then back to fret 2 on the G string, give it some vibrato. I'll recap the new section. Big old bends there. Then just to finish off playing in this area, just do a 4th fret of the D string, pull off to fret 2. And that'll complete that. Okay, then I'm going to suggest just shift your hand and your focus back to A minor pentatonic to finish the solo now. Okay, so we got these 2 cool double stop bits. Fret 5 on the B and high E. Then just put in some kind of dead note, some kind of muting. You're doing double stop with a little pull bend here on the G and B. And like previously we did, just drag this bend out a bit. With your first finger down to the floor. And the dead note, I'm just palm muting over here and playing the G and B string. It's not really too exact there. I'm playing this next bit with a bit of a staccato feel. So fret 7 of the D, fret 5, and you're going to slide off. So all together in this new part. Okay, then a rather interesting arpeggio idea here. So our target is we're going to maneuver into this little A minor bar chord. Fret 7 of the D, 5, 5 and 5 of the G, B and high E. So we're looking to maneuver into this shape here. So that 7 that you're sliding up into should be something like this. Really cool. And you want to do your best, let them ring out into one another. Then another kind of indescript dead note before this really cool ending. So you want to go to 5 on the B, play that, slide up to fret 10 rather quickly. And then we're going to do this cool scream bend. 10 will be fretted already. Then you want to add 12 on the G string. You bend that note up and play both the strings at the same time. And this note here, a G, we're wanting it to sound like fret 14, an A, but with the B string ringing out. And give it some vibrato at the end. So I'm going to recap the kind of last section that moved back to A minor pentatonic. And I'll do everything again slowly. Okay, then we can keep going with our crazy lead stuff here. There are some fills in the background of the outro while the main theme of the song just keeps going on. So let me take you through this part then. So I'll finish the solo and go into it. Okay, something like that there. Let me go through those parts slowly for you. So go to 15 on the high E string. And I've just put this down as a little half note bend. This is like an A minor 7 arpeggio really. So half note bend, 12 on the same string, then 13 on the B, 14 twice on the G. You let that ring out for a bit. Then more country-ish sounding bends. So have fret 12 and 13 of the high E and B fretted at the same time. When you play this though, just bend the B string note, fret 13. And I've got a quarter there, it's sort of a quarter, a half note bend. And it's a bit tricky because you want to not try and bend fret 12 and the high E to get that sound there. Okay, so play that twice. 14 on the G. Back to this double stop bendy thing. And that time you can try and apply some vibrato to the one you're letting hang out. More cool bend ideas here. So 15 on the B, you're going to do a full step bend, and then you're going to add 15 of the high E and let them both ring into one another. I'm using first 3 fingers to bend the B string, and the pinky is for the extra note. And just let them ring into one another. So do 3 of those. And I just sort of embellish this a wee bit. Hit the B string note one more time, and then you can just shake them both together with some vibrato. And just let them ring into one another and create that aggressive sound. Okay, then this bit sort of joins in with the rhythm. Okay, just make some noise there. Something like that, okay? We'll keep going back to this double stop country-ish bend. Play 2 of them again. Then that third one there, I've just got it as a single note, but you can still play the chord really if you want. Then 14 on the G with some vibrato. Go back to our favourite chord now. Same like again. But we just got to go quickly to fret 17 in the B. Give this a full step bend up and then down to pitch. Then 13. Then do a little quarter note blues curl on that 13 the second time you hit it. 14 on the G, give it some vibrato. Back to our favourite country chord. So that same like again. Just a little pentatonic fill now. 14 to 12 on the G, 14 on the D, back to 12 on the G. Last lick, back to this bend we keep doing. 2 of those, go to 14 on the G. And try and grab this. I have to move my third finger over. Do a full step bend on 15 of the high E. And try and give it some vibrato while it's up there too. And the song kind of just makes a lot of noise and fades out on an A chord in the background. And I haven't put this in the tab, but just to add something, you can hold fret 12 in the high E, and you can do what's called a finger tap. So I take my middle finger of my picking hand bring it over, and then do like a hammer-on the high E string, fret 15. And you get that cool Eddie Van Halen thing. There's something like that going on there. So slam it down and flick it off like it's a pull-off. So I'll recap that outro section with all those fills.